Welcome to Noah's Nursery, where fun begins each day, with you to learn and play in the most delightful way. We'll sing our ABCs and count from 1 to 10. In Noah's Nursery, the adventure never ends.
Welcome to Noah's Nursery, a place where stories come to life and imagination takes flight. Today, we bring you a tale of unexpected connections and the magic of kindness and an unlikely friendship. Stay with us till the end for a heartwarming journey and a special message. If you enjoy our stories, please show your support by hitting the like button, subscribing to our channel, and sharing our videos. Your engagement helps us create more inspiring and meaningful content for viewers like you. Now, let's dive into the world of Lily and Mr. Harrison. In a bustling suburban neighborhood, we meet Lily, a spirited middle schooler with a love for the latest gadgets. Her room is a tech wonderland, filled with everything a young girl could wish for, yet her eyes are always on the next big thing. Her parents, kind and thoughtful, watch with concern. They see her joy in material possessions, but worry she's missing the bigger picture of life. They whisper their concerns, looking for a way to help her understand the value of experiences over things. One evening, over dinner, they make a decision. "Lily, we want you to spend some time at the local nursing home," they say gently. "There's someone we'd like you to meet." Lily's face falls, her interest in the latest tech gadget fading at the thought of this new chore. The next day, with a heavy heart and a mind full of doubts, Lily walks to the nursing home. She's never been to one before, and the idea doesn't excite her. Why must I go, she wonders, her footsteps slow, her heart not in it. As she approaches the nursing home, she sees its quiet facade, hears the faint melodies of old songs playing. The building, with its welcoming porch and flower beds, looks less daunting than she imagined, but her reluctance remains. In a room filled with memories and silence, we meet Mr. Harrison. His days are quiet, his eyes often lost in thoughts of yesteryears. The walls are adorned with pictures of days gone by, but his expression is one of lingering loneliness. The nursing home, his abode for years, is a place of routine and reminiscence. Nurses and caregivers move through the halls, offering smiles and care, but Mr. Harrison keeps to himself, preferring the company of his thoughts. One day, a nurse comes to Mr. Harrison with news. "You'll have a young visitor, starting tomorrow," she says with a smile. Mr. Harrison's response is a mix of surprise and irritation. "Why would a young girl want to visit an old man like me?" he muses. That night, Mr. Harrison sits by his window, looking out at the stars. The idea of a visitor, especially a young one, disrupts his routine. He's unsure what to expect and, truth be told, isn't looking forward to it. The next day, Mr. Harrison wakes with a sense of unease. As the hours pass, his curiosity peaks, mixed with his usual reticence. What could we possibly have to talk about, he wonders, waiting for the clock to strike the hour of Lily's arrival. The clock chimes, marking the beginning of something new. Lily enters Mr. Harrison's room, her steps hesitant. Their first meeting is awkward, filled with silence and unsure glances. Mr. Harrison offers a polite nod, while Lily fidgets with her sleeve, searching for words. Their initial conversations are stilted, filled with trivialities. Lily asks about the weather, Mr. Harrison inquires about her school. The air is thick with unspoken discomfort, each waiting for the time to pass. As Lily leaves the nursing home that day, she feels a sense of relief, but also a strange curiosity. Why is he so aloof, she wonders. At home, she finds herself thinking about Mr. Harrison, his quiet room, and his distant gaze. Meanwhile, Mr. Harrison sits in his room, surprised at his own reaction to the visit. She's just a child, and yet, why does her presence bother me so, he ponders, his usual solitude feeling a bit more pronounced. As days turn into a week, Lily's visits become a routine. They sit, they talk, about the news, the TV shows, the little things. Slowly, the awkwardness begins to ebb, giving way to a tentative familiarity. On one of her visits, Lily notices a model airplane on Mr. Harrison's shelf. "Did you make that?" she asks, her eyes lighting up with genuine interest. Mr. Harrison, surprised by her curiosity, nods and begins to share stories of his youth, when he used to build model planes. As Mr. Harrison talks, Lily listens, enthralled. She shares her own experiences with building model cars, finding a shared passion. For the first time, their conversation flows naturally, bridging the gap between young and old. Laughter fills the room more often. They start to look forward to their meetings, each bringing stories and questions for the other. The nursing home staff notices the change, seeing smiles where there were none before. Lily learns the art of listening, hanging on Mr. Harrison's every word. She discovers a world beyond her own, of history, of struggles, of joys, and sorrows. Mr. Harrison, in turn, finds joy in her youthful exuberance and her unique perspective on life. Their bond strengthens with each visit. Lily begins to see Mr. Harrison not just as an old man in a nursing home, but as a friend with a rich tapestry of life experiences. Mr. Harrison starts to see Lily as a bright light, bringing warmth to his days. Their meetings are now filled with learning and laughter. Lily teaches Mr. Harrison about modern technology, showing him how to use a tablet to read books and watch films. He, in turn, introduces her to classic literature and music from his youth. On a rainy afternoon, Lily arrives at the nursing home, her eyes red and puffy. She confides in Mr. Harrison about a recent school incident, a falling out with her best friend over a misunderstanding. She feels misunderstood and alone. Mr. Harrison listens intently, his eyes softening with empathy. He shares a story from his own youth, about a similar situation and how it taught him the value of communication and forgiveness. His words, seasoned with experience, offer Lily a new perspective and comfort. She leaves that day with a lighter heart, grateful for the understanding and wisdom Mr. Harrison provides. Mr. Harrison feels a change within himself. His days are brighter, his mood lighter. The staff notice him participating more in the home's activities, sharing stories with others, a spark of life reignited in his eyes. Their friendship transcends the age gap. They are no longer just a young girl and an old man, they are friends who have enriched each other's lives. Lily's visits are no longer a chore, but the highlight of her week, and Mr. Harrison waits eagerly for her stories and laughter. Lily's world begins to shift. Her fascination with material possessions diminishes, replaced by a newfound appreciation for stories, relationships, and the wisdom of life. She starts volunteering at the nursing home, beyond her visits to Mr. Harrison, engaging with other residents. Mr. Harrison's demeanor transforms. The nursing home staff notice his frequent smiles and eagerness to engage in conversation. He starts a model airplane club at the home, sharing his passion and skills with others, inspired by his interactions with Lily. The friendship between Lily and Mr. Harrison creates a ripple effect. Other residents begin to share their stories with young volunteers, bridging the gap between generations. The nursing home becomes a hub of shared experiences and learning. Together, Lily and Mr. Harrison undertake a project, building a large model airplane. This project becomes a symbol of their journey, each piece representing the stories they've shared and the lessons they've learned together. One quiet evening, as they work on the model, they reflect on their growth. Lily expresses her gratitude for the new perspective on life, while Mr. Harrison thanks her for bringing joy and purpose back into his life. They realize how much they have influenced each other. The day arrives when Lily and Mr. Harrison complete their model airplane. It stands as a testament to their friendship, each part a story, each story a lesson. They look at it with pride, a journey completed, yet a friendship that will continue to soar. As the seasons change, so does life. Lily's visits become less frequent as she gets busier with school, but the bond she shares with Mr. Harrison remains unbreakable. They part with a promise to keep in touch, their goodbye filled with warmth and mutual respect. As our story concludes, we see Lily and Mr. Harrison living their lives enriched by the time they spent together. In the end, Lily reflects, the most precious gift we can give each other is our time and our stories. Thank you for joining us on this journey of an unlikely friendship. If you've enjoyed this story, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to Noah's Nursery for more heartwarming tales. Your support helps us continue to bring stories of kindness, learning, and friendship to life. Don't forget to share this story with someone who needs a reminder of the beauty of unexpected friendships. By liking, subscribing, and sharing, you help spread the message of empathy and connection. Together, let's make the world a nicer, more understanding place.